Okay, good afternoon. Today we are going to start the another chapter of inorganic chemistry is Pauling valence bond theory. In last 2-3 lectures, we already started the coordination chemistry. We have discussed the introduction of coordination compounds. After that, we discussed Werner's theory, then isomerization in coordination complexes, then we saw the Sidgwick model. So later after that, the next concept which is related to the coordination chemistry is Pauling's valence bond theory. Basically, we already discussed the molecular orbital theory, which is more advanced theory, more acceptable theory, but before molecular orbital theory, valence bond theory was introduced for the simple molecules by Hitler and London, and it is modified by the Linus Pauling. So basically here we call Pauling's valence bond theory because it is more advanced as compared to Hitler-London, but valence bond theory also called as Hitler-London theory, but there is a limitations because some diatomic molecules are explained by the Hitler-London theory in their modification by the Paulings, so we called Pauling's valence bond theory. So basically it is the theory which represent the electronic structure of the complexes. So in today's chapter we only focused on the valence bond theory for the coordination compounds, not for the simple molecules. So here we only consider the complex or coordination complexes. The theory also useful for the simple molecules like H2 molecule, N2 molecule, O2 molecules. So there is again we can explain the simple molecule also using the valence bond theory. But here we only focused on the coordination complexes. How coordination complexes, their electronic structure means their chemical bonding will explain by the valence bond theory. You already know in molecular orbital theory the atomic orbitals are combined together and form the molecular orbitals. So number of molecular orbital always equal to number of atomic orbitals. Again we know there are half molecular orbitals are bonding, half are anti-bonding, but there is a combination. There is a combination. But here the overlapping of atomic orbitals. There is 100% atomic orbitals are merged together, but according to VBT, simply molecular orbitals are overlap. You already know, suppose we consider these two atomic orbitals. According to MOT, these are merged together. These are merged together and this type of molecular orbital is formed. But according to VBT, if two atomic orbitals are interact or attract towards each other, they are overlap. Overlapping means some part is mutually shared, so overlap with each other. So here we can represent the orbital this way. So this is the overlapping area. This is the overlapping area and electrons are concentrated here. And suppose there are two nuclei, according to MOT, their electrons are concentrated here and here electrons are concentrated in this area, means both the nuclei are attracted towards the central nuclei electrons. Same thing in both molecular orbitals as well as there is a atomic orbitals. Basically the theory is more useful to know the chemical bonding, and once we know the chemical bonding we can predict the geometry and shape of the complexes as well as molecules. So important application of the theory is the theory will explain the bonding, that means shape, as well as also helpful to know the magnetic moment of the complexes as well as magnetic moment of the molecules. So this is the importance of this theory. Every theory has limitations, but now that time when theory was introduced, that time this is more acceptable theory because the theory will explain the number of molecules or number of complexes. But when we do the advances in inorganic chemistry, that time the theory again has some limitations, but there are maximum molecules or complexes are well explained by the valence bond theory. You know, if there is any theory, so first of all we are going to know what are the assumptions, means what are the postulates of the theory. Once you know the postulates, you well known what is the aim of this theory, why or which are conditions are required to know to explain the bonding or anything related to this theory. So first of all we are going to discuss here to know which are the assumptions. So to know the assumptions, we are going to discuss one by one. So first point is assumptions. Okay, assumptions or postulates. Here we discuss the coordination complexes. And you know coordination complexes has two types of sphere, coordination sphere and outer sphere. Okay. So basically ionization sphere and coordination sphere. Coordination sphere has a fixed number of valency. We call it coordination number. And primary valency may be different. It related to the oxidation state according to Werner's theory. But Werner's theory, Sidgwick model has some limitation. Only few things regarding the complexes are explained by the Werner's and Sidgwick model. But there is a number of properties, number of things of the complexes not explained by these last two theories. That's why valence bond theory has their own importance to know the structure, bonding, geometry, magnetic property about the complexes. Okay, and the important of this theory is, you familiar with the important concept is hybridization, and hybridization was introduced by the valence bond theory. The meaning of valence bond theory is to use the valence electron, to use the valence shell orbitals, the orbital which present in valence shell that will used to form to make a bonds. They are overlap with each other. How they overlap each other as possible as effective overlapping to try to make a stronger bond. So basically here bond form is coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond. Because a coordinate bond means what? You already know. Coordination complexes has coordinate bond, but we call it coordinate covalent bond because nature of bond is covalent. Okay, we will discuss in later part. So we're going to discuss the assumptions. The first assumption is the complex is coordination complex. Coordination complexes has fixed coordination number. That means that number of ligands are attached to the central metal atom or ion. To make that number of bonds means it is equal to the coordination number. The central metal atom or ion make available that number of empty orbitals. First assumption is, for the formation of coordinate bond, the central metal atom or ion provide the empty orbital which is equal to the coordination number. जो coordination number असेल तेवढे empty orbitals ह्या त्या metal atom ने किंवा ion ने त्या provide केल्या पाहिजे. हे पहिलं assumption आहे. दुसरं बघा, to formation of strong bond. Okay, you have the assumption between the central metal atom or ion with the ligand, the overlapping of metal orbitals and overlapping of ligand orbital is as possible as more effective. म्हणजे ओव्हरलॅपिंग कसं असलं पाहिजे की ॲज पॉसिबल ॲज इफेक्टिव्ह ओव्हरलॅपिंग असलं पाहिजे. ओके, सो फॉर दॅट you know the metal orbitals has different energy levels. So to make a effective bonding, the metal orbitals undergoes redistribution, recasting of atomic orbitals, and to make the equivalent set of atomic orbital we call it hybrid orbitals. म्हणजे इफेक्टिव्ह बॉन्डिंग होण्यासाठी जे मेटलचे ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत ज्यांची एनर्जी डिफरन्स आहे, पण इफेक्टिव्ह बॉन्डिंगसाठी जेवढ्या डिफरंट एनर्जीच्या ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल्स असतील त्या काय करतात, मिक्स होतात आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये न्यू सेट ऑफ ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल तयार होतात. त्याला म्हणतात हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स. आणि दॅट्स वाय देर इज ॲटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल्स ऑफ मेटल अंडरगोज हायब्रिडायझेशन. थर्ड assumption is the metal provide empty orbitals, so other side ligand should be provide the filled atomic orbitals. So ligand कसा असला पाहिजे की त्याच्याकडे filled atomic orbitals असले पाहिजे. म्हणजे पहिला assumptions काय आहेत, empty orbitals is equal to coordination number. कि metal provide the empty orbitals equal to coordination number. Second assumptions काय म्हटलंय, atomic orbital undergo hybridization. Why atomic orbitals of metal undergoes hybridization? Because of the atomic orbital of metal has different energy, and if there is a different energy, ligand orbitals overlap with metal orbitals in a different way. So to make a stronger bond, stronger coordinate covalent bond, it is important the orbitals undergoes hybridization to make a set of equivalent energy orbitals, means hybrid orbitals, equivalent energies, and that equivalent set undergoes overlapping. That's why the bonds formed by the metal atom or ion is means common or same. There is no differences in bonds polarities. Third assumption is ligand provide what ligand provide? Field orbitals. It is very important. Field orbitals means the orbital which contain the pair of electron. Same as here is a acid base concept, metal accept the electron pair from ligands, but that's why we called it coordinate covalent bond. That's why आपण त्याला म्हणतो coordinate covalent bond. After that, so covalent bond formed between metal and ligand is sigma covalent bond. It is the sigma covalent bond because of the bond formed between the field atomic orbital of ligand with empty orbital of metal. So here is a metal, here is a ligand. So if these are atomic orbital of ligand, so atomic orbital is filled and this is empty. This is empty. So electrons are donated from the ligand to metal. So we called it is a coordinate bond, coordinate covalent bond, and covalent bonds are two types, sigma and pi. So basically first sigma bond is formed between the metal and ligand. In addition to that, there is a formation of pi bonds. When pi bond is formed, it is the reverse condition. In sigma bond formation, the ligand provide the field orbital and metal provide the empty orbital. But some ligands has with field orbital again has some empty orbitals. Suppose this type of condition is available, so here is the field, here is the empty. So that time electrons are donated. The result is formation of, here is a pi bond, there is a formation of pi bond, here is a formation of sigma bond. इथं काय तयार होणार आहे, सिग्मा बॉन्ड तयार होणार आहे, इथं पाय बॉन्ड तयार होणार आहे. The orbital which are not take part in bonding of metal, मेटलच्या ज्या ऑर्बिटल्स असतील ज्या बॉन्डिंग मध्ये पार्टिसिपेट होणार नाही, कारण की मेटल काय करतोय, तो एम्प्टी ऑर्बिटल्स प्रोव्हाइड करतोय, म्हणजे त्याचे जे स्वतःचे ओन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत व्हॅलेन्स शेल मधले ते इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पार्टिसिपेट होणार नाही. These electrons are present in inner d orbital. ते कुठे असतील, they occupied into inner d orbital. So we call it or we consider as the electrons are non-bonding electrons. ते आपण त्यांना म्हणणार non-bonding electrons, जे आपण एक्झाम्पल मध्ये अंडरस्टँड होईल तुम्हाला की नॉन बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कशाला म्हणतात. सो दिस आर द इम्पॉर्टंट assumptions of the valence bond theory. So there are 5-6 assumptions. First is metal provide the empty orbitals equal to coordination number. The atomic orbital of metal undergoes hybridization for the effective overlapping and to make a stronger covalent bond. Ligand provide the field orbital. Third one is the electrons of metal which are not taking part in bonding are filled up in a or occupied into inner d orbital. They consider as the non-bonding electrons. There is a bond formation between metal and ligand, so it is a covalent bond. It is more effective and it is a stronger sigma bond formation. After that, there is a with addition of sigma bond, again formation of pi bond when metal provide the electrons and ligand accept the electrons. So that time metal provide the field atomic orbital and ligand provide the empty orbital. Only few ligand has this type of tendency, with field has the empty orbital. Not all ligands are able to accept the electrons from metal. Only few ligands. But here all the ligands are able to donate the electrons, but here some of them are also able to donate as well as accept the electrons. We will discuss in later in given in the at the end of the chapter. We're going to discuss the bank bonding concept. Okay, so these are the assumptions. So we're going to discuss the next is concept of hybridization. Concept of hybridization. What is the hybridization? You already know about it. तुम्हाला definition पण माहिती असेल. It is the mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals of different energy to form the equivalent set of or new energy level of equivalent set is the hybridization. Simply, there is a mixing of atomic orbitals with different energy to form the new set of orbital with the equivalent energy, and the orbitals called as hybrid orbitals. The orbitals called as hybrid orbitals. Okay. So here, basically metal has S, P, D orbital. S, P and D orbital only. Because of we going to discuss or we consider the metal atom or ions from first transition series, second transition series. From third, fourth, there is an introduction of F orbital, F block elements. But basically, we're going to discuss the metal atom has S, P and D orbitals. Okay, so these are combined together and formation of different kind of hybridization. Different kind of hybridization means sp, sp2, sp3, so on. But here sp and sp2 not consider because we consider the coordination complexes at a coordination number 4, 5, 6 onwards. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3 is not considered here. That means we consider here hybridization is sp3, sp3 hybridization. Then we consider dsp2. We consider dsp3 or sp3d. We consider d2 sp3 or sp3d2. So sp3, dsp2, dsp3 or sp3d means 4 coordination number, 4 coordination number, 5 coordination number, 6 coordination number. If there is a sp3 hybridization, we call here is a tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. When there is a dsp2, here is a square planar. Here is a square planar. Again here is a dsp3. dsp3 has two geometries, trigonal bipyramidal or square bipyramidal, depending on where is the electrons are present in dz square or dx square y square. But basically here we consider trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. And dsp3 coordination number 6 compounds has the geometry octahedral. Has the geometry octahedral. Tetrahedral, you well known about it. So this is the tetrahedral geometry. Okay, is the tetrahedral. Square planar. So square planar, trigonal bipyramidal. So here is a trigonal bipyramidal, then octahedral. So here is the octahedral. So these are the hybridization the metal central metal atom or ion undergoes. So it depending on coordination number. if in a complex there is a coordination number is 4, that time we decide is it the hybridization is sp3 or dsp2. If coordination number 5, then it is possible to hybridization is dsp3 or sp3d. So basically look at here, there are two types of condition, dsp3 or sp3d means use inner d or use outer d. So inner d means inner orbital complex, inner complex, there is outer complex, inner complex, outer complex. Okay, so we're going to discuss in detail. So here is the two possibility, dsp3 or sp3d both having same geometry, dsp3 or sp3d2, d2sp3 or sp3d2 again same geometry. That means here is the inner complex, outer complex, inner complex, outer complex. Okay, later apart of this there is a number of other hybridization, but in that chapter we are going to discuss only tetrahedral, square planar, trigonal, bipyramidal and octahedral complexes with example, and we how the given complexes shows this hybridization, and we discuss the bonding, geometry and magnetic properties, means magnetic moment of the given complexes. Okay, so after that we are going to discuss the next point is again has sp2 hybridization is there, and it is a trigonal, but we not consider here. In notes I have to provide you the sp2 has trigonal, but basically we discuss tetrahedral, square planar, trigonal, bipyramidal and octahedral complexes. Okay, इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट लक्षात ठेवा की हायब्रिडायझेशन कसं ओळखायचं, आधी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन माहिती असलं पाहिजे. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन माहिती असेल तर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक रिप्रेझेंटेशन करता आलं पाहिजे. त्यानंतर डिसाईड करायचं की हायब्रिडायझेशन कोणतं असेल आणि पॉसिबल असेल. आणि यू ऑलरेडी नो केमिस्ट्री इज एक्सेप्शनल, राईट? सो देर इज अ नंबर ऑफ एक्सेप्शनल केसेस इन द थेरी, जी एखादी गोष्ट आपल्याला एक्सप्लेन करताना आली का आपण नेहमी म्हणतो इट इज एक्सेप्शनल. Same thing in number of theories. Some compounds not well explained, that time the mention is there is the exceptional. So again this theory has some exceptional, some controversial examples we will discuss in later part of the chapter. So point is we are going to discuss the bonding in tetrahedral, trigonal, bipyramidal and square planar and octahedral complexes. So point is bonding in tetrahedral, square planar, trigonal, bipyramidal and octahedral complexes. And the chapter is covered in that 4 geometries. हे 4 geometry मध्ये पूर्ण chapter cover होणार आहे. आपण different examples बघायचे. Okay, we're going to start. First geometry is tetrahedral. So the very important is to know that if coordination number is 4, you know it is possible either tetrahedral or square planar. It depends on the hybridization. If hybridization is sp3, then is the tetrahedral. If hybridization is dsp2, then it is the square planar. Okay, coordination number is same. Trigonal, bipyramidal, no doubt there is a 5 coordination number. Octahedral there is a 6 coordination number. So first see the coordination number and then try to make available that number of empty orbital. If metal has provided or metal is provide that number of empty orbital, then do that. Otherwise use inner or which outer, it depending on is it availability of a particular number of empty orbitals or not. Okay, आपण ते examples मध्ये बघणार आहोत. So we are going to discuss first example is NiCl for 2 minus. NiCl for 2 minus. Okay, फर्स्ट एक्झाम्पल समजलं की तुम्हाला 100 एक्झाम्पल्स दिले तरी तुम्ही इझिली सॉल्व्ह करता येणार. ओके, आधीच तुम्हाला एक होमवर्क दिला होता मी की तुम्हाला 1 to 13 ॲटॉम मीन्स 1 to 30 जे एलिमेंट्स आहेत त्यांचं तुम्हाला ॲटॉमिक नंबर आणि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन माहिती असलं पाहिजे. डिटेल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन अँड आउटर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन इन शॉर्टमध्ये युझिंग द नोबेल गॅस स्कोअर. नोबेल गॅस स्कोअर यूज करून तुम्ही राईट करा किंवा डायरेक्टली इन डिटेलमध्ये लिहा. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम, यू कॅन यूज बोथ द थिंग्स. So NiCl4 2-. When the complex is given to you, first of all you write the electronic configuration of the metal atom. First write the electronic configuration of metal atom. But here the metal present in ionic state, because here is the oxidation state is 2, +2 oxidation state, because here is a -2 charge. X plus -4 is equal to -2, that means X is equal to +2. So oxidation state is +2. So before that you have write two electronic configuration. Nickel atomic number is 28, and when you write Ni 2 plus, there is a 2 electrons are lost, means atomic number remains 26. Write the electronic configuration of both. Then consider this for the further explanation. Okay, so Ni 28. So you start from 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, then 4s2, 3d8, not a 4 5. 3d come first before the 4p according to above principle. 8 नसेल तर ऑर्डर पाठ करा. Okay, 2 plus 2 4 10 12 18 20 28. Okay, so there are 2 electrons are lost. That means 2 electrons are removed from this electronic configuration. Actually here is the nth, because 4th shell, and you know d is the n minus 1. That's why we write the d as a 3d. Okay, so 3d is inner as compared to 4s. So basically here the electrons are lost from 4s first, then 3d. आता 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस झाले तर दोघंच्या दोघं 4s मध्ये जाईल, पण 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस झाले असते तर 2 4s मधनं लॉस होतील आणि 1 3d मधनं लॉस होईल. पण आधीच 3d मधनं इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस करायचे नाही. 3d इज इनर, इट इज अ पेनल्टीमेट, लास्ट बट 1. सो दॅट्स वाय दी आउटर, मोर आउटर इज 4s, नॉट अ 3d. Okay, you know the Slater rules and all. Okay, so first of all remove the electron from 4s, not from the 3d. So here how many electrons are lost? 2 electrons are lost. That means here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 2 electrons are lost from 4s. So here 4s0, 3d10, sorry 3d8, 3d8. So this is for free atom. हे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन कोणासाठी आहे? फ्री ॲटम साठी आहे. आणि हे कोणासाठी आहे? फ्री आयन साठी आहे. फ्री आयन, because of here we consider Ni2 plus, not a complex. That means it is ion, and when we write the representation for the complex as well as this ion for the ground state, we will write later. Simply or, what is the alternative for this? You know nickel is a part of 4th period, that means first transition series. So 4th period, in 3rd period the last element is argon. Last element is argon, their atomic number is 18. So simply you write Ar here, argon, so you consider 18 electrons and just write the outer. So remaining outer is only 4s and 3d. So here 4s2, 3d8. So 10, 18 plus 2, 20 and 8, 28 electrons. For this you can use Ar, 4s0, 3d8. Okay, so you can use this or this, both are same, but try to write the electronic configuration in detail, because it is expected from you as a TY based students. Once you write this one, then try going to solve the electronic presentation. So here write electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of Ni2 plus in ground state. ही ग्राउंड स्टेटला इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन काय असणार आहे? ओके, ते आपण बघणार आहोत. So just represent the orbitals only. Which outer orbitals? We have the which outer orbitals? 4s, 3d. 3d first, then 4s. 4 is outer. So draw the 3d first, then 4s. D orbital has 5 suborbitals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you mention here it is a 3D. Then only one orbital, it is a 4s. After 4s or after this, the next one is 4p, which is always empty. 4p is always empty, but you mention here. And p orbital has 3 suborbitals, so 4p. परत सांगतो 3D आधी असेल कारण की इट इज अ फोर्थ शेल चालू आहे, पण डी ही अँटी पेनल्टीमेट असल्यामुळे ती n-1 रिप्रेझेंट करतात. 4 साठी 3D असते, नंतर 4s, नंतर असेल 4p, परत त्यानंतर काय असेल 5s, 4d, 5p. ओके, अबव प्रिन्सिपल नसेल तर माहिती करून घ्या. ओके, so D, how many electrons in D? 8 electrons. So represent the 8 electrons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there is no electron in 4s and 4p always empty because it is the next empty orbital. This is the electronic representation of Ni2 plus in ground state. So here which hybridization is possible? Coordination number is 4, so we have the two possibility, either it is sp3 or dsp2. So is it any d orbital is available? It is empty? No, because here the orbitals are there is a one electron is here, so no empty orbital is available. empty orbital इथं available नाही आहे, पण नसेल तर काय यूज करणार, किती लागतं empty orbital? Metal should be provide the empty orbital which is equal to coordination number. Here coordination number is 4. If there is a 4 coordination number, we need here 4 empty orbitals. And if it is available or not, see here 1s and 3p orbitals are available because they are empty. That means the compound, the center metal ion undergoes which hybridization? sp3 hybridization. So here is a ground state. Here is a ground state. Okay, in a book directly complex is given, but you make change here. You write the ground state, or after that you write the excited state, then write the complex. Okay, so here we conclude what the given complex undergoes which hybridization? sp3 hybridization, because there is no d orbital is available. There is no d orbital is available. मग आता तुम्ही म्हणणार की हे कसं ओळखलं की d orbital available होती किंवा नव्हती? पुढे काही एक्झाम्पल्स येणार आहेत की ज्याच्यामध्ये सेम कंडिशन्स येणार आहेत पण तिथे d orbital available होणार आहे. त्यावेळेस मी तुम्हाला सांगणार की why, what is the reason? Basically, when complex is formed, their bonding is formed, the important property is measured is magnetic moment. And given complex shows magnetic moment is 2.92 Bohr magneton. किती व्हॅल्यू त्याची? 2.92 Bohr magneton. And you know how magnetic moment is calculated? It is under root n plus 2. So n is number of unpaired electron. Okay, so here how many unpaired electron? 2 unpaired electron. So you can simple write 2 into 2 plus 1, sorry 2 plus 2, so 4 into under root 8, there is under root 8, the answer is 2.92. Calculator मध्ये तुम्ही करू शकता 2.92. Okay, it is a spin only formula. SY-BSc ला होतं तुम्हाला D block मध्ये. It is a spin only formula which is used to calculate the magnetic moment. So here how many unpaired electrons? 2 unpaired electrons, and the value is 2.92. That's why it conclude there is a 2 unpaired electrons are available. That means compound use or complex use these 4s and 4p orbital, not a use a d orbital. जर d orbital use करायची असेल तर काय करावं लागेल की हे दोघंच पेड करावं लागतील. पेड झाले काही तर एक एम्प्टी होऊन जाणार आहे आणि मग हायब्रिडायझेशन काय आलं असतं? dsp2 काय आलं असतं, कारण की 4च लागते आपल्याला. dsp2 जर यांची पेड झाली तर. ओके, पण मॅग्नेटिक मोमेंट काय म्हणते? जर पेड केलेली असेल तर देर इज नो अनपेअर इलेक्ट्रॉन. वी कन्सिडर 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज की विदाउट पेअर जर कन्सिडर केलं तर वी हॅव दिस 4 ऑर्बिटल्स. इफ वी पेड मेक अ पेड हिअर and make this empty, so we use this one 1 2 3 4, we get the dsp2 hybridization and we mention the square planar geometry. But according to spectral data, The hybridization is sp3 because of the geometry is tetrahedral as well as there is a magnetic moment is 2.92. If there is a dsp to consider, we expect the zero magnetic moment because all electrons are paired, but actually complex shows 2.92 Bohr magneton is the magnetic moment. That's why here consider these 4 atomic orbital not make a paired here. In some complexes there is a make a paired, we will discuss later. Okay, so you write here electronic configuration of Ni 2 plus in excited state. आता बघा हायब्रिडायझेशन ग्राउंड स्टेटला होणार नाही, त्याला स्वतःची एनर्जी इन्क्रीज करावं लागेल, त्याला एक्साइट करावं लागणार आहे. सो इट मेक एक्साइटेड गोज टू एक्साइटेड स्टेट. So here this 5 3D remains here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. But these 4s has different energy, 4p has different energy, but to make a stronger bond as possible and for the effective overlapping, the orbital which having the different energies are mixed together, combined together and from the new set of equivalent orbital is the hybrid orbital. Means these are mixed together and make a set of 4 orbital. Make a set of 4 orbital. These 4 are mixed together. If they are mixed together, so 4s lost their identity, 4p lost their identity, means S and P lost their identity and they acquired the another identity, new identity. After this mixing, the hybrid orbitals called as sp3 hybrid orbitals. sp3 hybrid orbital because it is a combination of 1s and 3p atomic orbitals. So you can write here sp3 hybridization. It undergoes which hybridization? sp3 hybridization. Okay, it is the second thing, very easier. Third, you write the representation of complex. So for NiCl4 2 minus. So again you write same here 3D 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and these 4 are right, you can mention. So how many ligands? 4 ligands. Ligand provide the field orbital with the pair of electron. So how many pair coming from ligand? 4 pairs coming from ligands, means 8 electrons coming from ligands. That 8 electrons are occupied into hybrid orbitals because of there is a overlapping of sp3 hybrid orbital of 4 sp3 hybrid orbital of Ni2 plus ion with atomic orbital of 4 Cl minus ion. Means you can represent electron as a cross or a simple represent electron as like is. So here you mention electrons from 4Cl ion. Electrons from 4Cl ion. So hybridization is sp3. Okay, so you can draw the structure Ni. If there is a, you know the hybridization, you can draw the structure. So here Cl, 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 Cl. So tetrahedral geometry. And what is the magnetic moment? The magnetic moment is 2.92. So mu is equal to 2.92 Bohr magneton. How it calculate? Using this spin only formula. N is the number of unpaired electrons. Okay, so you just put the values here, number of unpaired electrons, you get the magnetic moment value, simple using the calculator. So conclusion is the complex has tetrahedral geometry with the magnetic moment 2.92, means the complex is paramagnetic in nature. Complex is paramagnetic in nature. So according to VT, well explain this type of complexes. So this is all about this complex. The explanation is given to you. So try to understand, try to write the explanation in your own words. How it write? Simple. Once you draw it, just look at here and write the representation, write the explanation. So starting from this, in NiCl4 2 minus complex, Ni2 plus ion has the electronic configuration. Okay? लिहिलं की electronic configuration. There is the 3d orbital has the unpaired electrons, so 1 4s and 3 4p orbitals are empty and undergoes hybridization to form the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. The electrons or orbitals of 4 Cl ions are overlapped with 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals and formation of 4 covalent bond tetrahedrally. They are tetrahedrally oriented. Okay, so this is the explanation. There are 2 unpaired electrons, that means the complex has the dipole magnetic moment is 2.92 Bohr magneton and it is in paramagnetic in nature. Okay, we're going to discuss the another example is here we're going to discuss the example is CuCN4 3 minus. We're going to discuss CuCN4 3 minus. We're going to discuss this in detail according to VBT. Okay. CuCN4 3 minus is the complex which is given to you. Coordination number is 4. That means it is important the Cu make 4 empty orbitals to provide the 4 empty orbitals. So first of all we write atomic number Cu is 29 and write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d9, right? But actually we write how it? We write 4s1, 3d10, anomalous electronic configuration, manganese and copper. ओके इथे एकच इलेक्ट्रॉन असतो डी फिलअप होऊन जाते कारण की ती इनर आहे तिला आधी पूर्ण करा आणि मग ती रिमेनिंग करते ओके सो हेअर इज द चेंज इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन 4s1 3d10 here what is the oxidation state so here oxidation state is okay Cn minus 4 charge we consider x so x plus minus 4 is equal to minus 3 that means x is equal to plus 1 so oxidation state is plus 1 so that means here is a 1 electron lost so 28 is the remaining electrons so you can write 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 so 1 electron lost and I already told you the electron lost first from 4s then if there is a one more need required then lost from 3d so here we need only one lost that means the electron lost from 4s so 4s becomes 0 3d10 okay it is a free atom it is a free ion you mention it or simple you can write AR 4s1 3d10 or AR 4s0 3d10 okay so next electronic configuration of Cu plus in ground state. So first of all draw the d orbital 3d orbital 1 2 3 4 5 here is the 3d first then 4s then 4p okay then 4p so how many electrons in d 10 electrons so fill up here 3d electrons so 5 6 7 8 9 10 okay 10 electrons that means okay see here all the d orbitals are completely filled okay so d orbitals are not available to make a bond to part of hybridization for the participating in hybridization because all the orbitals are completely filled so the central ion use 4s and 4p not a 3d because here all are completely filled so it undergoes sp3 hybridization because we need a 4 empty orbitals 4s 4p 5 coordination number असता तर अजून 4s नंतर इथं कोण येणार 4d नंतर 5s नंतर 5p okay ही sequence आहे then electronic configuration of Cu plus in excited state आता hybridization होणार ते excited state दाखवावे लागणार so draw 3D and these fours are combined together. So here formation of set of 4 orbital आणि यांना आपण काय म्हणतो sp3 hybrid orbital. sp3 hybrid orbitals and ही 3D 10 electrons okay 10 electrons. assumptions बघा की मेटलने तेवढे ऑर्बिटल्स अवेलेबल केल्या पाहिजे ओके करून दिल्या. फर्स्ट जे मेटलचे इलेक्ट्रॉन पार्टिसिपेट करत नाही ते इनर डी मध्ये असतात हे नॉन बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत. लिगँडने इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर डोनेट केला पाहिजे त्याच्याकडे फील्ड ऑर्बिटल असलं पाहिजे. इथं कोण असणार आहे CN- तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डोनेट करणार आहे आणि इथं ते ऑक्युपाईड होणार आहेत कुठं. सो ओव्हरलॅपिंग ऑफ फील्ड ऑर्बिटल ऑफ लिगँड विथ sp3 hybrid orbitals. So 4 CN- overlap ions overlap with 4 sp3 hybrid orbital. यांना sp3 चारीच्या चारी sp3 आहेत कारण की ते हायब्रिड झालेले आहेत हायब्रिडायझेशन झालेलं आहे. आधी 4s होती तिची आयडेंटिटी लॉस झाली 4p दोघांचं इंडिव्हिज्युअल इनिशियल आयडेंटिटी लॉस झाली and they acquire the new identity and all atomic orbitals are the sp3 hybrid orbitals. Okay. So the complex is Cu Cn4 3-. You can represent the electron which are coming from the Cn- cyanide ion using cross sign or you can simply represent as like okay. So you can use cross or this method or both are same. So here electrons from 4Cn-, electrons from 4Cn-. Okay, what about the magnetic moment? Look at here, there is no unpaired electron, that means no unpaired electron, so magnetic moment mu is equal to 0. Mu is equal to 0, so it is a diamagnetic. And you can draw the structure Cu, hybridization is sp3, that means geometry is tetrahedral, so Cn so you can explain जे तुम्हाला दोन examples दिले तसं explanation in Cu Cn4 3- complex. Cu plus ion has this electronic configuration 4s0 3d10 electronic configuration. 3d is completely filled and to make a 4 bond with 4 Cn-, Cu plus made or make available 4 empty orbital which are 1 4s and 3 4p which undergoes hybridization to form the set of 4 sp3 hybrid orbital which are overlapped with the field orbital of 4 Cn- ion. There is no unpaired electron, that means the magnetic moment of complex is 0, hence it is in diamagnetic in nature. The sp3 hybridization suggests the tetrahedral geometry. So this is all about the complex. Here is all a complex. You can explain the remaining other examples which are given same way. So solve today all the examples. 2 are I already provided to you. One I have discussed. So the remaining which are given in book, try to solve. Okay. So in next lecture on Monday, we're going to discuss the square planar geometry. Means we discuss some examples of square planar geometry. So today we stop here. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me or you can comment here or you put your questions, queries on our WhatsApp group. So we stop here. Thank you.